Okay, so my first YouTube video, I'm going to see if I can explain how I fixed the buzzing clock on my Versys 650. First thing, quickly, I've taken the screen off already just to get better camera, but you don't need to take the screen off really. If you push it up as high as it'll go, you can do this without removing the screen completely, but I've done this so that you can see better. First thing is remove these screws here. If you want to come in a bit closer and I'll show you so that you can see it better. So quickly remove these. If I can get that come out a bit more. So there are a couple of screws here. One. This is a problem I think I've seen with this particular model of bike, the Versys 650. It was annoying me at first, but I think I've cured it now. Next thing is to remove these little stoppers here. You can see that. Just push that down, the centre down. There's one that side and that side. And then these, if you can't get your finger underneath it, you just use a blade. Just pull that out. And that out. Okay, so that's them out. Next thing is remove this. Now there's something that catches under here, but if you just tag at it, it comes out like that, exposing the clocks. Remove this rubber boot, as you might say, which exposes the cable. Push down on that and it removes the clocks. That's the clock disconnected. You don't have to worry about losing any information or anything. It's all stored in there in the computer or whatever. We need to gain access to these two bolts here. Okay, so I'm going to get my spanner now. Okay, so I'm dismantling this to show you what I've done. So take these out. I think that should be loose enough now. So that's bolt number 1 out with a washer, and then bolt number 2. Now, I don't know if you can quite see there, but you'll see a little bit of a red, I think it's like a fibre washer. I've just done this with what I found in my garage to try and cure it, so I'll explain in a minute. Just take this last bolt out. Okay, so that's that out of the way. So the clock comes out like this, like it's coming out now from the front. And what I've done is I've just put these washers. Now these probably aren't the best. You could probably find something better out there, but this is what I've got in the garage this morning when I had a look at it. So I've just took them on that piece there and on the metal of this here. So if I pull the clock out now, that's the clock out. It goes there underneath that. So it comes in and then put that underneath there. Now there's one on either side, the other one has just fell down there. I'll get that one out. If I can get it. I'll get that in a minute. But it just goes in between there and there. Also, what else I've done is I've got some foam, sticky foam. Just come over here, I'll show you on here. I've got some of this sticky foam. And I've cut little squares off. I've put a couple of pieces there underneath there. And I've also, if you go to the clocks there, in here, I've also put some there. Can you see that? Does that come up bright or not? See if we can get it close. Just have the camera just there. There's a metal bolt underneath that. I think I'll remove that. I've got more. There's a bolt there. Can you see that bolt? And I've put one on the other side. There's 2 on either side. I've just put one there. The light's not the best at the moment. There's sun shining outside. So there's one on there and one there. Right. The other thing I've done is, I'm going to come over here with this. This little stopper here can you hold that for me, Anne? This little stopper here locates, there's a little tiny grub thing there. You can see it where my finger is. That locates in a hole on here. There's a rubber mount in here, right in the centre. See that rubber mount? That locks in there, but I don't know whether that is rubber or whether that's metal. It is rubber, but it is quite hard. So what I've done on this little section, that little stopper there, that little, I don't know what you want to call it, that there, I found in the garage a little rubber washer. So I've got a little rubber washer there, and I've just put that over the top, forced it over the top of there, like that, to give that a bit more tightness. Now, whether an O-ring might do it, a little O-ring might do the job, and that's a little rubber washer I've found. So basically I've got a little rubber washer there on that little spike thing. I've got padding here and here. Yeah, I'm going to reassemble it now, and I've also got a little bit of padding on there and there. Now I'm not sure which of these cures it. It's a combination of all. So I'm going to reassemble it now, and if you want video me reassembling it, get me stuff what I need. Okay, so I'll go around the other side. Do you want to come round this side, down and now you can see how I put there, then rub at this. I could probably find a better know it now with this, isn't it? Okay. I probably could find something better than that to fit, but this is what I've done today. So I'm fitting it in from the front, coming through. There's a little grubber there, that's going to go in the hole through there, and then if I can push it through, yeah, that's through there, down in there. And then before I put the bolt through the centre of there, I'm going to slide this in between that and the bracket there, so that it goes in like that. So that, push that through from the other side, and then put that in. I'll get the other one now. Okay, so this one's a bit more fiddly because you've got these relay things here. I'm not sure what they are, but must be important. Come on. Happy if it can. Fiddly neat. Oh, that one's fell through. That's fell through. Let's get the other one. See if I can get the other one to go in. A bit better. There we go. Like I said, probably might be better. This is probably better than when I did it earlier on. Taking the screen off, you get a little bit more room. Okay, so they're on. I'll tighten that up. Yeah, I can see that the little spike thing has gone through there, down at the bottom. I'll tell you what, I'll just do that. Okay, tighten them up now, and hopefully it is that the little fibre washer kind of pads it out under here, because there's metal onto metal, and I don't know whether that's what's buzzing, but I've put that washer in between the two pieces of metal there. So hopefully, let me just see if you can see any better there. It's just in between those two pieces of metal there. You know, might see if I can find something better, a bigger washer when I go to work tomorrow, but let's see how it goes like that. It doesn't buzz. I have used it today and there's no buzzing at all. So, and somebody's asked me how I go on with it, so that's that. So they're tightened up. I'm just going to remove that one that fell. That's out of the way. Okay, so put this back on again now. Oh, sorry, got to put the connector back in. That's fine. And then the rubber boot just pushes back in. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Okay, and plastic's back on. Just got to make sure you get this bottom end set in right, and as well as teasing these little bits in here. If I can get it going. Can be a bit fiddly, this job can, but you'll know when it's in right. But you've got to get the catch in the bottom. You've got to get the catch in the bottom right. This side's completely out. No, I'm not happy with that. Sorry, I'm going to have to start again. Do it right. Do it right, lad. Okay, yeah. Just that little bit there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're back up there. Yeah. 2 little stoppers on the stoppers. Just push the top bit out like that. And then in and then down with the top bit. Push a little bit out like that. In and down. It's done. And then the 2 screws back in. Like I say, that's cured it for me. I did try it one way and it was still buzzing, but that seems to have cured it for me. And then it's just a matter of putting your screen back on afterwards. Hope it works for you. Speak to you soon.